we're here with Reggie Kinlaw, Raider legend. Say hi to the people.
Hey, Raider Nation, hello.
So, first we'll start off with, your NFL experience. We'll start off with, what year were you drafted? Let the people know.
Drafted in 1979. 6 years with the Raiders to 84. Came out of University of Oklahoma. 12th round draft choice, believe it or not.
Hey,
so
you got there. That's all that matters.
That's the most important thing, right?
The Mavericks seen something in you, right?
Yeah. It don't matter, what round you get drafted is what you got inside of here.
What you do with it. Yeah. Absolutely. And you did all the right things.
Oh, thank you.
To get us a couple of rings.
Okay.
Might as well tell the people, how many rings do you have?
Well, I got 2 Super Bowl rings. And a lot of people don't know Super Bowl 15. I was a defensive lineman with John Matuzzi, Dave Browning. We had Willie Jones. We had Cedric Hartman. And that was Super Bowl 15. 18, I was the only defensive lineman left out of that group.
Ooh.
So we had a new group with Lau and Howie and Bill Bacall and Greg Townsend. Those kind of guys. Yeah. So I always have people come up to me and say, so what was the difference between those guys you was playing with?
Mm-hmm.
They're all the same. They all play Raider football. That's all I can tell you.
Hey, that Raider way.
The Raider way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And who was your coach at that time?
Well, I got there when Tom Flores just got the job, and John Madden just retired.
Okay.
In 79.
Yeah.
And I got there, I think your dad was gone.
Yeah, just retired.
Just retired. Yeah. Willie Brown retired.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there was some legends, man, back in them days. In 79, that left.
Yeah.
That 79 year.
It made way for those guys that ran the 80s.
Yes. And I think the only person who was left was Jack Tatum.
Uh-huh.
And, man, I tell
the
you.
Assassin.
Boy, Assassin.
Yeah.
And George Atkinson. Excuse me for not mentioning his name, too.
Cliff was still there, too, right?
Yeah. Cliff was there. Art.
Uh-huh.
Gene Upshaw. I think that was about it.
You played in Oakland and in LA, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you didn't get a ring in Oakland, but you got 2 in LA.
No, I got Oakland and LA.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's right.
Because 80 was in Oakland.
80? Yeah, it was in Oakland.
And
then 83.
83 was back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Oakland and LA. We practiced it. We played in LA.
Right.
Yeah, but.
That's awesome.
I tell you, man, it's just. That was a turning point. I did not want to leave Oakland.
So, collectively, how many years did you play?
6 years with the Raiders, and then I went 2 years in Seattle.
How was your experience with Seattle compared to Oakland?
We don't want to even talk about it.
Don't
It's night and day, man. But I'm going to tell you, Seattle they had some great players. They had a lot of opportunities, but it just wasn't the same. It wasn't like, when you was living in Oakland and then L.A. and then you go to Seattle, the most depressing place in the world. I mean, because of the weather, because the overcast, it was just like
raining all the time.
Raining all the time. Ain't never seen no sun. And, the players were different. I mean, we had the wild bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, and then, I had to straighten that line up when I went to Seattle. Because
you played with Steve Largent?
Steve Largent.
Bosworth?
No, Bosworth, he wasn't there yet. Jacob Green. We had...
Jacob Green was a lineman?
Yeah, Jacob Green was a lineman. Kenny Easy was there.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Craig, Kirk Warner.
Dave Craig played a lot of years.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then we had one of the best coaches, Chuck Knox, man.
Oh, Chuck Knox, yeah.
Yeah, man, he was a hell of a coach. They had a good team. I mean, they always whipped our butts.
Just wasn't the same. And they were in our division at that time, correct?
Yes, they was.
Yeah. Then they ended up going to the NFC West.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. What do you think about this move to Vegas?
Well, I always thought the Raiders needed an upgrade in everything. I mean, from the stadium, from the practice field, man, because I remember when I was coming out of college and we was at practice off of Doolittle Road in Alameda.
Right. Yeah.
A little matchbox.
I remember.
And I'm like, dude, I went to the University of Oklahoma. Our stuff was much better than the pros.
Right.
Oakland Raiders, this y'all weight room, it was terrible, man. So I always thought they always needed a nice stadium, upgrade practice field.
Was there an upgrade when you went to LA?
No.
No upgrade, huh?
No, we was at elementary school in El Segundo.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was an upgrade from where we was in Doolittle, but
Otis told me about that. Sistrum.
Yeah, it was a little upgrade. It was a high school, elementary school. We turned into a practice field and an office.
Right. I remember being on the practice field. My dad used to take me all the time.
Yeah. So, but I'm happy for them. That they moved here. They got a nice stadium, nice practice field.
Right.
Matter of fact, we was over there the other day.
Practice field is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. The cafeteria. We didn't. They got what? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right. You feel like they're a little pampered?
Yeah, we had a roach truck out at practice before practice to get our lunch.
Right.
But but they're more invested now. I mean, these guys are getting the big bucks, and the owners are investing into them. So, they got to take care of them, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. But I'm glad they're here. I am. I just hope half of the players can stay out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You got to walk that straight line. You're making all that big money.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of yourself, and and when you out off the football field, represent the Raiders. Like you're supposed to.
Absolutely. And make sure you can get to the games and take care of your body.
Yeah.
And make sure these people that are spending their ticket money get exactly what they want.
Yeah, win.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what was your relationship like with Al Davis?
Me and Al Davis, great man, smart man. I remember one day we was in camp, and for some reason he just came up to me and said, "How you doing, Reggie?" I said, "I'm doing fine." He said, "You sleep well?" I said, "Yeah, I had a good night's sleep." He said, "You know what? While you sleeping, I'm thinking of my next move." I said,
that doesn't
wow.
surprise
me. And
me
then the guy told me something I did when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
A football play that I ran down this guy.
Wow.
In a football play. So
from Gate.
I don't know if I think it was more Ron Wolf than it was Al Davis.
Okay.
And there's a story behind that.
Okay.
Because
you want to share it with us?
I don't know, I might get in trouble, but
keep it PG. Keep PG.
Ron Wolf is he's a Hall of Fame general manager.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out to Oklahoma. He was looking for me. What they usually do when they come out to these schools, the first place they go to is it's a training room to pull up your physical record and stuff, see if you got any injuries and stuff. And I guess he was in at the time the same as my defensive line coach, Rex Knox. And Rex Knox told him I had 2 bad knees, only had 1 surgery in college. He said, you don't want to draft him. I got this other kid, Phil Table. He's 6'4", 260. You might want to draft him.
Right.
So Ron said, no, I just want to look at his records and see what what it's all about. So I guess he got back and got to Al and told Al that we need to draft him. I mean, he goes, Al, he said, well, because Al like 6'6", 6'7", big defensive lineman, 260 and stuff.
John Matuzak.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", 235, soaking wet, playing defensive lineman. And he was like, okay, so I get there. I got drafted. got to practice field. One of the things I remember Ron Wolf telling me is that Al told me, if you don't make the team, I'm going to fire your ass. And this was
he did the right thing. You got to the quarterback.
I know. This was after he passed away. This is what Ron told me. He never told me during the season. He told me this after he passed away. But
I see.
But I guess that's why he's in the Hall of Fame, Ron Wolf and Al.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And another incident with him he came up to me asked me about a guy named Kenny King. He said, do you know anything about this guy, Kenny King? I said, well, we was roommate in college.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
So you went to college together and then ended up getting drafted to the Raiders and ended up playing together.
Yeah. Well, I got drafted by the Raiders. He got drafted by Houston.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
So he ended up getting traded to the Raiders, or did he sign as a free agent? Do you know?
No, they trade him, Jack Tatum, Kitty Stabler.
Same move?
Yeah,
wow.
All these moves.
I remember those guys going. They just didn't look right in that uniform at all.
I know. They all came over with Kenny and Pastorini. Yeah. So he asked me, "What do you know about this?" I said, "Hey, it'll be the best movie ever made."
You know who told me that? And I started doing my research was David Humm.
Yeah.
David Humm had the best stories ever. Because I guess him sitting and watching the games. All the time and sitting back in the
it up.
Yeah, being the backup to Ken Stabler. He always had the best stories to tell me. Not only about my father, but just in general about at practice and just about all the guys. And I grew up with a lot of these guys being like, my uncles. Waking up in the morning, they're in my grandma's kitchen. It's just it was a great experience, and I'm glad that I had that experience to share with the people. And that's why I'm so glad to have you here. Wow. The stories behind the scenes are always the best.
Yeah.
We have our own. We have a lot of history. I appreciate you being here, not only for the nation, but for me in general. I am honored every time to be in your presence, sir. Absolutely.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, I'm thankful to have you here. And I'm sure the nation will love this podcast and who I'll be bringing on because they're Raider legends. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
Always a Raider.
Right?
Right.
So I haven't shared with the people. If you don't know who I am Skip Thomas's son, Alonzo Thomas, a.k.a. Dr. Death, number 26. Of the Oakland Raiders. My dad played for 6-7 years total. So I am here to bring legends like this on to the podcast to share with you all of these stories and moments to come. We ain't done. So
all right now.
Just what you have story-wise. Everybody has a great story about my father. So if you got one, go ahead and share it with the people.
Well, to be honest with you, like I said, Skip was gone before I got there.
Right.
So all I heard was good things. Only thing I know about that defensive back that the Raiders had,
right?
You do not go up the middle.
Oh. You get punished.
I don't care if you're trying to catch a ball. If you catch a ball, you're gonna get hit. If you don't catch a ball, the ball is not thrown to you, you're still going to get hit. Because you had, Willie Brown, your dad, George Atkins, and Jack Tatum.
Yep, the Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol. These guys, oh, man. That's all I heard was good things. I mean,
even
they
guys
like to hit each other.
That didn't get the chance to play with my dad had stories about my father, and I'm just happy to hear them all. It's always something different from each player that I hear from.
I know he was a hell of a player, man. They always a hell of a player.
All of those guys have been super good to me and been uncles over the years, and it's sad to see them to go.
Only one left is George.
That's it.
Yeah.
I talk to George every once in a while.
Yeah.
I wish I can get a chance to talk to him more just to catch up with him. But we all get busy in different things, but hopefully I can have him on too, and I'm sure cool. He's got the greatest stories to tell us about the Soul Patrol and just in general with the Raider Nation's legendary history, So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future. You have anything going on you want to talk about?
Well, just I'm retired and doing ins and outs for the Raiders. We had a legend cruise, which
Jeff Barnes.
With Jeff Barnes, yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, he have a bunch of alumni there to raise money for one of the high schools in Oakland.
Yeah.
For scholarship. So this is like a fundraiser legend cruise. Which I understand they did real good. I think they raised like $8,000 or $10,000.
Yeah, the last podcast I had, he was on, and he talked about it. Him and Anithia.
Yeah, so that I got a chance to do that. That was exciting. I mean, nice. And then I did the Raider fan cruise, which was real great.
Yeah, different cruise.
Yeah, seaside event, and that was real good. It was like 500 Raiders on there. Raider fans.
It's pretty crazy. I ain't one for getting on big boats like that. Let's say. But one of these days, one of you guys gonna talk me into it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm sure.
You need to just take one,
right?
Just take one. Hey, go on the legend one. It's short, 4 days.
Yeah,
because that Raider cruise was 7 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was 7 days.
That's not for me.
Nah,
not yet. Let's say.
Yeah, you need to go on the legend cruise first, but. That's about it. We had Raiders had Wellness Week a couple weeks ago where you do the body scream in the mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of guys showed up for that and got a chance to get all your
CTE awareness and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So
that's
this
awesome.
is the second year they did that, and Alumni Weekend is coming up in August. So.
Okay. Well, keep us informed, keep us in the loop. I'll share it, and let people know and bring awareness to people that don't know about it. Yeah. And make sure we get as many people out as we can and to participate in it and to fork over some of that cash, right?
Yeah, hey, the most important thing now, Raider Nation, we got to start winning some football games.
Got to start winning some football games.
And I think we got the right guy as a head coach, a motivator. He's a motivator. We got good athletes right now. We all got to just put it together, and everybody got to just play Raider football.
Well, that was the last thing I wanted to talk about was this new regime that has came in. So I'm glad you spoke up on that. Have you had a chance to meet Coach Carroll yet?
No, never had a chance.
Okay.
No, haven't had a chance.
From what I know, he's a great guy and he's a player's coach. We needed something like that. No more hype. No more guys that aren't established already in the NFL. We needed a coach that has already had a winning record and, has his own legacy. He has a Super Bowl ring of his own. He has college experience to help us bring in these newer guys that are going to make differences and impacts immediately. And I like what he's doing so far from what I see. Yeah. So how you feel about that in general?
I feel a lot of positive, a lot of things going to happen. I think we're going to win more games than we did in the last couple of years. We got the talent. We got some of the coaching staff. We got new coaching staff. Chip Kelly and he's supposed to be a genius in offense. Our defense
retain the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, we're doing some things with the defensive back and the linebacker. We brought in some free agents and stuff like that.
I like what I see.
Yeah, and the defensive line. The whole defense played real great last year, I thought.
Yeah. If we could have moved the ball on offense, I think we would have been okay.
So we combine all that together, Raider football.
Well, thank you again for coming on the Legacy Alliance podcast. This is episode 1, and I couldn't have chose a better guy to come on. So thank you again, sir.
All right, brother. Anytime.
Reggie Kinlaw, Raider Legacy is in effect and in the house. Tune in to the next episode. We got another segment coming up with Derek Duncan, the owner of the A7FL West. We're back. Legacy Alliance podcast. Owner, president, Derek Duncan is in the house. Thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm pretty excited to be here. This is a great looking studio. In here with some legends. I feel like I'm not worthy, but here we go.
You're a legend in your own right. You're making your own legacy as we speak. And that is a great thing, man, for this city. So I'm definitely proud of you as a brother, friend, and teammate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Back then and again now.
Right. So for the people, let's start off with, what is the A7 all about?
On the surface, the football is 7-on-7 tackle football, adult men playing with no pads and no helmets. So
no pads and no helmets?
That's right. No pads and no helmets. So think rugby, because that's not that crazy when you think about rugby, with American rules and sevens, right? So we play on the same regulation distance field with 2/3 the width.
Gotcha.
Right? So 7-on-7, normal rules. We got rid of the kicking, so we do throw-offs.
So no kicking.
Yeah, no soccer.
Field goals, no extra points.
Extra points are all football plays.
Football plays.
Yeah, we don't
explain what we mean by football plays.
In other words, we don't stop football and then make them play soccer for one play and then start playing football again. Right. So you line up from the 5 and try to get into the end zone, or you line up for the 10 and try to get in the end zone for 1 or 2 points.
That's exactly what I was looking for, so that people understand. It's exciting football. Everybody watching, you got to get involved with the A7. The A7 is just exciting. It's all kind of guys throwing their body around.
Yeah, look, once you know what's up, it's as exciting as any level of padded football that you can watch on TV today. Obviously, the athletes at the NFL are polished and the best athletes in the world, bar none. But these guys that play A7 are great athletes in their own right, and the way they go about, the way they play their game, I would put them up against an NFL athlete playing our style of ball if an NFL guy had never played our style of ball before. That's how...
Great way to put it.
Boxing versus UFC, right?
And there's been some NFL players involved with the league as well.
Some first-round draft picks that played last season. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, DRC, played for the Tampa Nightcrawlers last season. Lost. But he played. And he's he's 2 years retired from NFL, trying to keep in shape and keep his competitive juices flowing. He was a stud out there. He was playing shorthanded. I just say he lost because it's fun to say. Because that's the level of competition that we have available. We got guys that play, a lot of guys played D1, a lot of guys made NFL practice squads. They're just wired a little differently. Right? Guys that would have played for the Raiders in the 70s. Right? That's the kind of guys we got out there.
What made you want to start A7FL on the West? Because it began in the East Coast, correct?
Yeah, so it had been an East Coast thing in its first iteration as Town Beef for like 6-7 years before they went public and a publicly traded company called A7FL, right? And it was primarily New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, the DMV area, and that whole, northeast-ish, just south of New England.
You got Florida.
That came later. So back in 2021, the league expanded into Florida and San Diego.
So how long total has it been in existence?
So we are in our 11th year as the A7FL. It existed as 6 or 7 years as Town Beef before it was the A7FL.
And those 11 years, Beef
those 11 years make it the longest running spring football in American history.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. How long has the West been in existence?
So the West kind of started with San Diego in 2021, and then they did their expansion model where they offered division owners they offered an opportunity for division owners, and that's when I got in. I was looking to own a team so I can recruit my guys like you and Donnie and Troy and Mac to coach up our team and bring what we were doing with the Lions over to A7FL. That was my entire idea. And then once I reached out to them and said, hey, here's my little investment to get involved with the league. I'd like to own a team. They reached back and said, we don't have any team ownership options. We only got division ownership options. I was like, does that get me a team? And said, yeah, get you 8 teams. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But what that meant is I could no longer own and operate a team and coach a team, which is what I was hoping to get involved with. But instead, now I got into division ownership and organization and running an overall league.
So you were just hoping to own a team on the West Coast that can compete with all of the East Coast teams and just be involved with the A7. And
yeah, I don't know. I can be honest that I thought it all the way out that much. I thought I was just going to get a team, and that there would be other teams in the area that I'd be able to play, or we'd figure something out. Back then, I had enough funds to support a 25 to 30 man team and travel if it was just one team. Having a division of 8 teams, my bread ain't that deep.
Much respect for involving me at all. I was honored that you gave me a call from the gate when this thing was just an idea, and nothing but respect for that. You know, as your friend, your teammate, we got a lot of stuff going on together.
For sure.
But I appreciate that. That was an honor for you to give me a call and get me involved from the gate. It took me a couple of seasons for me to get involved, but I am absolutely in 100%. I love the A7FL. I love the idea. I love the camaraderie that the guys have, and I love that these guys have something to be involved with. Most of all, is what I love the mentorship that I do, you know, with the A7, and these guys have a lot to do with this league and love it, you know, and that's due to you, brother.
Well, let me put it out there, man, because like you, when I first came out the gate swinging, I had the street cred for football because I had played in the flag leagues, played semi-pro, played the arena game with a bunch of guys. But people didn't know what the A7 was except for what I was showing them on little clips. And every other league like that starts up doesn't go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So you, James, a couple other guys that are now staples in our league, at first was like, yo, we support you, man, but I'm not going to put all my energy in that right now. You know, let me watch it, see what's up. Let me figure out the game, and then maybe I'll get involved. So after we did a year or two, you know, guys were like, okay, I see what you're doing. I see how organized it is.
Yeah,
it's got a Derek stamp on this thing. Let me see. I think I can get behind this thing. And then ever since you guys joined, the thing has just skyrocketed. Right now,
it was just a baby when you asked me to get involved.
I know.
Now
it didn't even know how to walk. It was still pooping in diapers.
Right, wiping it on the walls.
Right. Now it's a full-grown teenager, like just destroying stuff.
So how can guys get involved with the A7FL that are just now learning about the A7?
So 2 different scenarios, right? You got your players, right? Just go to a7fl.com/players, and you can sign up for the upcoming season, which will likely be second week of March in 2025.
Okay.
26, excuse me. We're finishing 25. But this year, we're rolling out a new flag league for A7F as well, along with women's, and if we have enough bandwidth, youth as well.
What season will that be?
So that'll be, so the flag will run from the week after Labor Day to the week before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
and what that's going to do is give guys an opportunity to see how they stack up against other A7 guys who are currently playing an A7 that are also going to play flag, to see if their competitive level is there, get used to the rules, but also for the league, take advantage of the inrush of popularity that flag has brought because now we're in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Right. So A7 wants to get some of that shine too. So we're going to make sure that we have a flag league that can.
There's a professional women's league now.
100%.
That's pretty crazy.
Have you watched women's flag?
No, but I've watched I've watched the XFL. I mean X League.
The X League.
I watched the lingerie league before that. Yep. I practiced next to them at Ed Fountain. I was skeptical about the whole thing in the beginning, and then I started to watch these ladies and actually watch the football players that emerged from these women learning the game and how excited they were. And they were out there blasting each other.
Let me tell you, bro.
It's exciting.
Go watch any high school women's flag here in Las Vegas. And watch these skill positions and quarterbacks. These girls will route up half the dudes playing high school football right now.
Absolutely, and their dedication is a little bit different than ours.
Right, they're trying to prove something.
Right, they got a lot to prove, and they are absolutely doing their thing out there. I'm proud of these ladies out here that are giving to the game now differently from what we were used to growing up.
Yeah, they're not just cheerleaders anymore.
No, they are absolutely, and they're not just fans.
Right.
I mean, you got half of the fans that are out there in these stadiums that are women.
Right.
That pay for these tickets for their mans and some more things.
Yeah.
But now they are absolutely involved in a different way. They understand the game. And not only that, they are into the game. They know formations. They know they know the game, and that is important when you're out there watching these games. That you don't just cheer for a touchdown. You know, you're out there cheering and watching and dissecting the game during the game.
Why are they in cover 3 right now?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You might have a man now like, wait a minute, what is cover 3? I got to do some research now.
This should be cloud coverage. I don't know what. Look, I'm telling you, there's nothing more exciting for the future of football than the influx of women getting involved with football at this level where some of them are going to become the teachers of the game. Some of them are going to elevate the game at the professional level for flag. Like, Dr. Jen Welter was the first professional women's coach in professional football, and she's on our board of the A7FL. So we got a lot of ideas and things from the way she got down, the things she did, and we're trying to elevate our platform as well. So we're trying to bring an A7FL women's division together this year. So I got a lady that works on my staff, Antoinette Bejarano, who's on my Golden Lights team, who used to play in the LFL.
And we have guys that we played with or against that were coaches in these leagues now.
Exactly. And then one of our camera ladies, her wife, Jennifer, plays for the San Diego Strike right now. So we're trying to take both of those organizations and kind of bring them together to run the A7FL Women's Vegas. I'm calling it L7FL. That's not official yet, but
now we
right? L7.
Now we going somewhere else with
L7,
it. I like that.
L7, but we're not.
And we didn't have that option to say, "Hey, babe,
come play.
Let's play Madden. Let's play Madden right now."
Could you imagine? People will still be together right now.
Okay, so to get these viewers involved, where can they go to watch these games?
So go physically to watch the game. Our games have been at Matter Academy East here in Las Vegas. We've had a couple games at a couple of the Pinecrest schools as well when Matter wasn't available for us for one reason or another. So that's locally. But if you're just trying to catch a game and see it on TV, all of our games are streamed on YouTube. You can literally just get on, do the Googles, and type in A7FL, and it will bring up everything in the world. It'll be too much for you to sort through, but always is going to be what's coming up next. So if you go to A7FL on YouTube, click on live, it'll show you the next game that's coming up. And the last game of the season is this Sunday, where your back-to-back world champion, Las Vegas Insomniacs, my boys are trying to get the three-peat to be the only American three-peat that is left on the table right now.
National
champions, right? So the Aces couldn't do it. The Chiefs couldn't do it, right? So the Insomniacs is all that's left. The Florida Panthers now just got their 2, so they could try to do it next year. But for 2025, the Insomniacs are the only three-peat opportunity we have left, and they're going to go up into New Jersey and walk away with that.
You're going to have to pay Pat Riley for that?
For using the name three-peat?
Yeah.
I spell it different. my Pete's like Rodney Pete.
Hey.
Yeah, Tree-peat. Right, Tree-peat.
Okay.
But but they're taking on the BIC, who's obviously the Trenton Brothers in Christ, who's obviously a very extremely talented group, bunch of good dudes. The ownership structure over there, Carl Meisner, Kenny Stansbury.
Kenny's a good guy.
Just really great dudes across the board. If we're going to lose to somebody, that's who I want to lose to, but we're not losing.
We've had, 3 championships in a row.
Yep.
One against BIC.
The one before that against the Nightcrawlers.
And then the Nightcrawlers before that, and now again BIC.
Correct. So this is a repeat of last year.
Repeat of last year. Let's break it down, what happened in those last 3 championships, because they were super exciting.
Yeah.
So for the people that haven't been, up to date on the A7, those 3 games were the kind of games that you want to have in a championship of any caliber, of any sport. They were barn burners. I'm excited for this year.
Look, the most fun you can have with watching TV with your clothes on. I'm just saying. It was exciting football, start to finish, back and forth games. Teams get down, teams come back up. If you remember the Saints versus Seahawks game where the beast mode run was pretty much what sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Each one of those games had that level of back and forth where every fan, whether you were a fan of that team or not, there was a human interest story because you had the Saints just coming off the Super Bowl win when they weren't supposed to, and they were the wild card team going up to Seattle, who was only 7-9 that year. Everybody knew what they were getting into. Every one of these games has been that type of human interest story, and that kind of down to the wire, like last play of the game decides the game. type stuff. I want you to go and watch it, so I don't want to give it away. I guess I already did because I told you the Insomniacs are back-to-back champions. But at least you don't know how they did it. You got to go watch these games.
You can tell the people where they can go back and watch them.
So YouTube, A7FL.
A7FL,
just search
people.
up Insomniacs Championship, and it'll show you the last two that they were in. Just type that into Google with YouTube next to it. It'll pop right up. Click on it. They even got cut down versions. If you don't have 2.5 hours to watch the whole game, you can watch the 47-minute version.
Just scoring?
It'll be every play.
Okay.
But cut down every positive play. So it won't show you the incompletes. It'll show you some of the flags.
Wow.
So kind of give you the spirit of the game. If you wanted to watch the shorter version. I got to see the whole thing.
Official football. Do not discredit this A7FL league in any kind of way, people. This is football. It is football at its finest. It is very exciting. It's jam-packed action. Without the kicking.
Let me just throw this out there. For any football player who thinks they can just, I don't care what level you're at, you think you can just step on an A7F field and be the best out there, it will be like you being a professional boxer and stepping into the ring in UFC. It's different. You're going to have a ton of talent standing up, but as soon as somebody starts whipping out legs and taking you to the ground, it's going to get real
And I was
different.
a heck of a returner, and I looked at the throw off. I was like, man, I'm scoring every time. And then I started looking at it, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not scoring every time. I might get tackled 8 times out of 10.
Look, there's a lot of strategy and technique. And
Absolutely.
if guys aren't practicing the special teams, just like in the NFL or in college, if you're not practicing special teams and giving it the dedication you do, you're going to lose because of it.
Most exciting play in
all the
football.
sports. In all the sports.
All the sports.
Right.
Well,
it's like
let's
a home
break
run.
it down. Let's break it down what the throw off is like.
All right. So
it's the 3-on-3.
So imagine a kickoff. But now we're 7-on-7. So we're going to remove 4 defenders. So there's going to be 3 defenders.
On one side.
And 1 returner, which is why we call it the 3-on-1.
Gotcha.
You're going to throw the ball off from the 35-yard line. Not kick, throw the ball off from the 35-yard line. Ball has to travel to the opposite 25-yard line, so at least 40 yards in the air. And then the returner can catch the ball, let it bounce, whatever they do. Why they ever let it bounce, I have no idea, but they do it all the time. It's stupid. Catch the ball and then try to get past those 3 guys. So 3 guys trying to tackle 1, you think the advantage would be to the 3.
Right.
But there's a lot of space out there.
There
right?
is a lot of space out there, but it is very hard to get a touchdown off of these 3-on-1s.
You got to try to pin them in the corner so you can use the sideline as an advantage. But if you throw it to the corner and the ball bounces out of bounds, now that returner has an advantage. He's going to start with the ball in hand. So they blow the whistle and he takes off at a dead run if he's smart. Some people jog. I don't know why they do that either.
What is that called? What is that called?
Ball in hand.
Ball in hand.
Right.
Fam, you guys got to get involved with this thing. It is super exciting. You got to get involved. That's all I can say.
Yeah, 2 down linemen, ineligible, right? So now you got 5 skill players, 1 quarterback or wildcat quarterback, however you're doing it, and 4 receivers or tailbacks, however you set it up, tight end. You can put more on the line to block. Other people can be eligible if they raise their hand, but it's 2 ineligible down linemen every play. And outside of that, the formations don't really matter. They don't do the whole cover-up thing. But
so the tight end must declare.
If he's going to be eligible, absolutely.
See? This is football, fellas. And ladies out there.
Especially
ladies and gentlemen, this is an exciting game. I'm hoping you get this ladies A7 going. What is it called?
I'm calling it
L7.
You know, so you remember the square? L7?
Yes. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I'm with you.
There you go, L7.
So what do you think sets it apart from, let's call it regular football, quote unquote?
Yes, there's a lot of things that set us apart. The reason I got involved in the first place is because of how much safer it is than padded football, right? We have 80% less serious injuries per man, per minute played than any version of cataloged padded football that keeps stats the way we keep stats.
Scientific fact.
Right? And because of the way we play, less concussion and less CTE. Now, why would we have less concussion, less CTE when we don't have helmets? It's because when guys don't have helmets on defense, they're not using their head to knock somebody down, right? So you're not ramming your face into another man at as full as you can run to knock them down because your face is going to get all mangled, right? You are breaking down and making a tackle or diving in and wrapping, which is a requirement. You can't tackle above the head. You have to wrap tackle.
That's the next thing I was going to ask about was the tackling, so that the people understand why there is less injury.
Right. So we legislate the head out of the game. Now, mind you, heads still get hit. Concussions still happen. A head will hit the ground and cause a concussion. A head will hit a knee and cause a concussion. But guess what? It does when a helmet's on too. Matter of fact, when a helmet's on with the ground, it's worse because you get the whip action of the weight of the helmet slamming the neck down on the ground that you didn't have before. Most people, when they hit the ground, when they're not wearing a helmet, can keep their neck sticking up enough where it doesn't hit the ground.
So regulation-wise, what pads can you wear?
You can wear soft-shelled pads underneath your clothes, nothing on your head. The only thing you can wear on your head is a headband that can have some padding in it, but nothing that's going to encourage you to smash your face into another man.
Because you do get these rug burns or turf burns, rather, that are gnarly.
Yeah, and some guys wear the full-on ski mask or shiesty is what we call them, right? And so that protects them from rug burns. We had a guy basically, rip off a side of his face that took about 2 weeks to heal back. He's still pretty. Yeah. He's still pretty. He's actually the best running back in the league. We call him Anthony Wilkerson,
RTC.
Mr. RTC. For you Vegas fans, that's the Regional Transportation Commission, what we call our bus system. I gave him that nickname because every time he touches the ball, he's taking 9 other people with him to the end zone.
Right. Absolutely. I coached that kid since he was baby.
I didn't know
out
that.
Of high school, yeah.
I didn't know that.
With the original SBA team.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's been the same.
He's a man-child.
Wildly talented individual. If he could get his nutrition in line or dedicate himself to the game, that if he wanted to play in the NFL, he'd make it. He's that kind of talent.
He's that good.
But it would take that type of drive. And you know what it takes to get in the NFL today.
It's something else.
You got to eat, sleep, drink, breathe football.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, last question. Do you have any predictions for this next championship?
Insomniacs by 8.
Insomniacs by 8. The man said it. Well, Derek Duncan, thank you again for coming on. Absolutely an honor to have you here. The Alliance thanks you for everything that you have done for, us, accepting us into the league and carrying on the honor of having my father being a part of this whole legacy, a part of your legacy. Is a great thing and an honor. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
Thank you for having me. If I can just say one thing, for teams that are looking to get involved or elevate their platform, use the A7FL. We don't mind that you're a semi-pro or a pro-level team that's looking to get additional exposure. Bring your team over to the A7FL. Get on our TV channels where we broadcast all of our games. Get your name out there for no more cost than you would pay to play in another league, play in our league. Elevate your brand, and then go off and do whatever you want to. But bring your talents to us so you can see what we're about, so you can see what real quality football looks like underneath our umbrella.
And not a lot of owners will allow or hype you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for the things you have done for the city of Las Vegas. Las Vegas would be in trouble without you right now as far as like semi-pro football, indoor, all of that stuff goes. You have given these young men a platform to expand their game, work on their craft, and owners of the league, such as myself, to get to the next level. So I appreciate you to the fullest. Thank you again for coming on the Legacy Alliance podcast. And you are welcome here anytime, sir.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Well, tune in tomorrow for the next episode.
Thank you, Zoe. You're the best, man.
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
you, brother.
I appreciate you too. Tune in to the next episode. We're going to have some exciting things to come. The Legacy Alliance podcast is going to be everywhere. It's new. It's exciting. R.I.P. Skip Thomas, Dr. Death. Every time. Tune in.